Hey guys, it's Rose with Roselikescrochet. How is everybody doing? It is Tuesday, September 17th, 2024, and I am coming on here with another yarn yakking video for September. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I like yarn a lot. You'll kind of see that in this video. I do have a little bit of yarn to show you. I also do make stitch markers and have lots of things up for sale in my Etsy shop if you want to go and check it out. The link is down below in the description box. If you could favorite the shop and favorite a few items, it really does help me out a whole lot. So yarn yakking videos are basically me chatting about if I have any happy mail, which I do, if I went to any stores, which I did, and if I have any finished items, which I do have. I don't normally talk about WIPs, which are works in progress, just because I don't want to be held accountable for finishing something to you guys, or to myself for that matter. So, but I don't normally have a whole lot of WIPs going on at the same time. So if that's any consolation. So we'll do some admin stuff first. There is a Facebook group for this YouTube podcast, so go join. You have to answer 3 questions. They're very easy. We have a good time over there. And if you are in the group, make sure you're posting. We want to see what you're working on. If you know of any sales, if you have any questions, there's lots of people in there that can answer your questions. So Facebook, and then there's Instagram. You can follow me at Roselikescrochet. That is tied to a Facebook business page. So everything that's on Instagram is on that business page. And if you see something on the Facebook business page that you want to chat about, you want to show what you've done, go over to the Facebook group and do that over there. What else? Etsy shop, of course. I sell loveys, baby blankets, stitch markers. I had to think about that. Lots of other things. Go check it out. Market bags. And TikTok, I'm not on there that often. And then I have a spring shop if you want some Roselikescrochet merchandise. So go and check all that out. Okay, so today, like I said, I do have some happy mail. And we are going to talk about the happy mail before we talk about anything else. I did go to quite a few stores, so I'm going to show you guys. It's like a plethora, a smorgasbord of stores that I've gone to. And I made an online order as well. Okay, so the first thing that I am going to show you today is some happy mail, and this came from Melanie, and she is from Pennsylvania, and she is also known as the Fluffy Tote Bag Girl. So if you see anyone posting or making comments and it says Fluffy Tote Bag Girl, that's Melanie. And I think she has, I think she has an Instagram and an Etsy shop. Whatever I can find, I'll link it down below in the description box. So she sent me some washcloths and they're in this bag right here, and I'll tell you about the washcloths. And she didn't say whether or not she has cats. So just in case you guys want to send anything for Wings, which is a domestic violence organization that I'm accepting donations for, go see the last Wings video. Or if you want to send something for this organization that I'm going to tell you about, if you have cats, just mark somewhere like on your package that you have cats and put it in a plastic bag. That way I don't open it up. I'm just really allergic to cats. So Melanie sent some washcloths, and I'm not going to open up the bag to show you guys. I'll just spin it around for you. And the organization she is sending it in for is called We Pop Up. So my local friend Paula is working with this organization, and they asked her for some washcloths. So if you are interested in sending in washcloths for this organization, I do have it linked down below in the description box if you want to get some more information on them. There's no limit or quantity that they're asking for, and I'm not sure how long they're going to be asking for them. They can be knit, crocheted, any style, any pattern, any size. So Melanie, I want to say thank you so much for sending the washcloths. They look absolutely amazing from what I can see. And like I said, I'm just not going to open them up. I'm going to give these straight to Paula so she can go and bring them over to We Pop Up. So thank you so much for sending them. Okay, so before I get into the stores that I was shopping at in the past couple weeks, I think it was the past couple of weeks. You guys, I'm just so busy. I did make a purchase online. So I don't know about you guys, but I am signed up for emails from like every possible company in the entire world, maybe not, I'm kidding, that sells yarn or is some way related to the things that I do for my craft fairs. So I got an email from Ty. So it is TY, and they make the Beanie Boos that I like to use for my loveys. Now, loveys are, you know what? Some people might not know what a lovey is, so I'll insert a picture of one here. And that tutorial is from Zelda and RJ3. It's here on YouTube. It is always linked down below in the description box of all my videos. So I like to use the Ty Beanie Boos for my loveys. I do use lots of other kinds of stuffed animals and brands, but I really do enjoy the Ty Beanie Boos. They have some really cute ones. So they were having, I don't think it was necessarily a sale. They just sent me an email, and the last craft fair that I did, I think I sold like 3 or 4 of my Halloween loveys. So in the email from Ty, they were advertising Halloween Beanie Boos. So I figured I would grab a couple and turn them into loveys, which is what you just saw. And by the way, I put that picture in there because Craig, my friend, who we were accepting donations for before, he said he didn't know what a lovey was. He was fibbing, of course. He knew what a lovey was, but it was a good reminder that maybe there's someone new to the channel or new to crochet and they might not know what a lovey is. So that's why I figured I would put that picture in there. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these were all $5.99, and I believe it's free shipping in the United States. So if there's an invoice, I'll see if there's an invoice, but I don't think there is. Okay, this says there's a little card in here. Ty.com, TY, free shipping, US ground orders only. Why overpay on Amazon for Ty soft toys and gifts starting at $4.99? So there's a little card. The back just says, from our heart to yours. Thank you for purchasing from Ty. We appreciate your business. So that's the little card that came in there. I think there's a little sticker. Give me beanie. And then I'll just show you the ones that I got. Okay, so the first one that I got is this guy right here. He's a giraffe. His name is Stilts. I already know that. I don't even have to look at the tag. I sold out of my Stilts that I had before. So I figured I'd pick one of him up. So I have him. And then I have one of the Spider-Man. This is Miles Morales. I just made 3 of the regular Spider-Man, and I think I only have 1 more of these guys. So I picked up one of him. And then this one was really, really pretty. I have a lot of owls that I need to turn into loveys, but I don't have this color. I'm going to show you. This one is called Owlivia. Owlivia. I just think it's so pretty. I love the purple on there. This is like a really cool periwinkle color. And then a lot of people ask for monkeys, so I picked up another one of these little monkeys, and his name is Chessie. And then I think the rest of these are all Halloween ones. Okay, so these are new to me. I'm going to show you this guy. His name, are you ready for his name? His name is Ookie. Ookie. His name is Ookie. It's a little ghost. I'm going to use probably black and white and orange yarn on that one. And then we've got this guy here, and let me see what his name is. Mortimer, and I believe he is a bat. And I'll use black and orange yarn with this guy too. And his ears are sparkly, you guys. Then we have this guy, which looks like a cat, and his name is Oleander. And there's green sparkle in the ears. So I'm going to use green Karen Simply Soft Party yarn. I bet you one of those green sparkly ones will go with this one. And then black. Oh yes, so cute. And then here is, oh, look at this one. This one's name is Licorice. I don't think it's a Halloween cat, although it could be. You guys, look at the eyes. The eyes are all different colors, and it's got pink and that lime green. I could market that either as a cat or Halloween lovey, right? And then the last one, I believe I had this one before and I sold it. His name is Nightcap, and he is a ghost with a Halloween hat. And that was it. That's all that I got from Ty. And there's just like this big card in there. So that was my order with Ty. So I need to get going on the Halloween ones. I have been making stuffed or loveys, but I don't have time to show you guys that today. I have so much stuff that I made in the past that I pre-recorded. I'm going to insert one of those videos later. Okay, so that's Ty. So then we're going to talk about stores that I've gone to in the past 2 weeks. All right, let me just throw that down there. Okay, so Hobby Lobby, I did not buy any yarn at Hobby Lobby. I have gone to 2 different Hobby Lobbies, and as I was walking the aisles, I was looking for some patches, and the only patch that I was looking for was one that had the letter F on it. F like Frank. And the reason I was looking for them is because I make something called an F-bomb. Those are for sale in my Etsy shop if you want to go check it out. And I only have like 4 patches left in my stash, and I sold quite a few F-bombs in the past 2 craft fairs. So I figured I need to make some more. So I'm going to show you what I found. So some of the stuff was on clearance. I'm going to show you the clearance ones first here. So if you guys are going into your Hobby Lobby, they have these patches in a couple of different places. So go by where the bandanas are over there, where they have all the other sew-on patches, and they have these patches there, but they also have them in the scrapbooking area. So go and check 2 different places when you're there. Okay, so for this one store, here, let me see when it was. It was September 7th when I went into this one store, and the paper crafts were all 40% off. So the first thing that I found in the paper craft section were these. So this is the name of the brand. It's called the Paper Studio, and they have all kinds of scrapbooking supplies there. And these were all 40% off, so $1.99 minus 40%. And I thought that would be pretty cool for an F-bomb. So I got 2 of those. Then I found these 2 in the regular, where all the regular patches are. These were not on sale. These were $1.49 each. I thought those were kind of interesting because, you know, if you're going to have an F-bomb, you might as well have fun with it, right? Then I found these colors. These are called iron-on and stickers. I found these with the regular patches. So this aqua, this purple, white, and pink. And then I found these in the clearance section, and they're a little bit bigger, but it's okay because now I use blanket yarn for my F-bomb, so these would be able to handle a bigger sticker or a bigger F like this. And I hot glue these onto my F-bombs, just so you know. Okay, so this yellow one was 75 cents. And then I got these black ones. These, I don't know why, 74 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one's different. I don't know. 3 of them were 74 cents because they were originally $2.99. And then 2 of them were 49 cents because they were originally $1.99. They look like they're the same price though. And then I found this one, which was 37 cents. So a fancy pink and gold F for your F-bomb. And then at that store, I also found these bows on clearance for 49 cents, which is just half off, but that's fine. And I use these either for like chill pills or pickles or just whatever, like anything you can, like a frog, you can put a bow tie on the frog. So that's what I got those for. Then 2 days later, I was at another Hobby Lobby, and then my mission was strictly, the yarn was not on sale at that point. So my mission was strictly to find patches. So I found more patches on, these were all clearance. So again, one of these black ones, originally $2.99. I got it for 74 cents. Then there was one that was $1.99. I got this one for 49 cents. I got another one of these pink Fs. And then I got these gemstones, which I thought were really pretty. And those were 49 cents each. So I wiped them out of all of their Fs. So if you're going to go to any of those stores here in Illinois, there will not be any Fs left for you because I took them all. So I am in the process of making the bombs this week because I have a craft fair on Saturday. So I'm trying to make F-bombs, octos, market bags, and I finished some bees that I'll tell you about later. Okay, so that's it for Hobby Lobby. I did not buy any yarn there, I promise you. Okay, so we're gonna get to the next store, which is Joann Fabrics. I have the bag right here, so let me see. There was an email for a 50% off one item, and then there was one on the app for 50% off one item. So here, let me tell you when this one was. This one was on September 7th, and I used my coupons to get this sugar and cream yarn. I got 3 of them, and these will be used to make a market bag. So the pattern that I use for my market bags is from Crochet with Claire, and it's called like the granny bottom bag, granny square bottom bag, and it usually takes me around 400 yards to make one. So these are the supersized balls, and they have 143 yards each. So this should be enough. Because it's striped, it has less yardage than the solids. These 3 should be enough for me to make a market bag. That was all I got at Joann Fabrics. Okay, so let me get the next store's bag. Hang on. All right, you guys. So the next store I went to was Walmart. This was on September 4th. And I found some stuffed animals that I needed for my to make loveys. Okay, so the first stuffed animals that I found were these Minnie Mouse. These are so cute. You guys, these are there, like, I think all the time for $6.88. So I picked up these 3, and Minnie Mouse sells really well for me at craft fairs. So I picked up these 3 for $6.88 each. And the next 2 things I picked up, believe it or not, are these little troll dolls, which are so cute. This is Branch and this is Poppy, and they were $7.97 each. And believe it or not, someone actually asked me if I had a Poppy at my last craft fair, and I didn't. So I figured I would pick these guys up. So I only picked up 1 each of these. And then if you are at your local Walmart, go check in your Halloween section because they had these adorable gummy bears. I know this is supposed to like mimic a skeleton, but I don't care because when I make the lovey, the blanket is gonna cover this up anyway. I just think they're so cute. Yeah, they're for Halloween, but I think these would be good anytime. They're super soft too. These were $3 each, you guys. So I picked up 1 of each of these colors. They didn't have any other colors there. Then of course I was in the yarn aisle and I did find 1 ball of yarn that was on sale, and this is Premier Puzzle, and it was on clearance for $5. So if you are at your local Walmart, look for the color Dominoes. I think there was 1 other one on sale, but they didn't have any in the slot. So this particular one was on clearance for $5. So I picked up 1 of those, and then this is the weird thing, you guys. I don't even sew, but they had fabric on clearance. Don't ask me what I'm gonna do with it because I don't even sew one day. These were, okay, one of them was $1.50. I don't remember which one, and probably this one right here, $1.50. And then the other ones were $2 each. So these are 1 yard of fabric, $1.50 and then $2. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Maybe one day I will like lining purses or bags or something and I'll use these, but I'm going to put this with the rest of my collection of stash of fabric that I have not used and I'm not sure when I'm going to use it. Okay, let me get to the next store. Hang on. All right, you guys, the next store that I went to was Five Below, and this was on September 9th. And I found for $5 for each of these, I found some chapsticks because I make chapstick holders for my craft fairs. So each one of these was $5, which is a really, really good deal. So $5 each. This one was in the like toy section with the rest of the Hello Kitty stuff. This one was with the like the lip stuff and over by the cosmetics. And then you guys, as soon as I walked in the door, I found these guys. Oh my gosh, seriously. So these are little Jack Skellingtons, and they were $5 each. And believe it or not, I have already made the blankets for these, but I'll show them to you when I show you the rest of the loveys that I made. So go and check out your local Five Below and see. These were right as I walked in the door, at least in my store, that's where they were. So $5 each. Go get you guys some Jack. And I'm hoping to have, well, I do have the blankets done. Some of the other stuff I'm hoping to have it done before my craft fair this Saturday. Okay, 2 more stores to show you. Hang on. All right, you guys. So the next store I went to was Michael's, and this was on, nope, I don't know when it was. Hold on a second. Maybe it's this one. September 7th. Okay, so September 7th, I think it was a Saturday. That's when I was doing all my shopping. Okay, so there was, all the yarn was buy one, get one half off. There was a 30% off one item or 40% off one item. Let me see here. 40% off one item. And then I had a gift card. Yes, so let me show you. So speaking of loveys, I got another Groot. He was 40% off, so I got him for $4.19. Then, like I said, all the yarn was buy one, get one half off. So I did get 2 Bernat blanket in black. And these were originally $12.99. $12.99, and so one was $12.99, one was like $9.74, and then I used my gift card on that, I believe. I think I had a gift card, and then I also had rewards. So the reason I got black, and the color is actually called cowl, is because I had to make a bunch of bees for someone, and I also use this color for F-bombs. So that is the black, and I really need to grab one of these and put it with my other F-bombs that I'm trying to make. The other yarn that I picked up was all loops and threads. Oh, and Bernat blanket, I'm not going to go over the specs, you guys, because I've gone over it like a million times, and you can look it up. So the loops and threads was also buy one, get one half off. So they were all originally $3.99, which made 2 for $6 basically. And then I had that rewards, the $15 in rewards. So I will tell you about this because I got the same style, just different colors. Okay. Loops and threads, soft classic, 252 yards, 5 ounces, 231 meters, 141 grams. It's a 4-weight. They recommend 5.5 millimeter knitting needle and crochet hook, 100% acrylic. Machine wash cold, tumble dry low, made in India. And the color on this one is called Peach Tree Multi. And that is really, really pretty. It's got like peaches, like a gold, greens, off-white. I really, really like it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe a hat or, and I would like to try this in the knitting machine. So maybe a hat or a lovey. This one, definitely a hat. It's called Granite Multi. So it's got like the blacks, grays, browns, light gray. Super, super nice. I'm interested to see how these would work up as a hat. Then I picked up this one, which is called Bluebird Multi. And by the way, you guys, on these new Michael's yarn ball bands, in the past, the name of the color was always by the UPC code, but now it is by the QR code over here. Just so you know, if you're ever doing a haul and you need to know where the name is, it's there. Bluebird Multi. So like sky blue, mint green, gray, off-white or white. And then this is the last one, and this one is the one that Lisa picked up at Michael's when we were with her last, Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations, and she was going to use this for her stitch loveys. This one's called Lotus Blossom Multi. Okay, so that was it for Michael's, which was a pretty good deal. And then I was just at Kohl's the other day. Let me show you what I found at Kohl's. Hang on. All right, you guys. So I used to tell everybody all the time, no matter what store you go into, always go to the kids department and look at their toys, like stuffed animals, whatever. Because sometimes they have stuff there that they might not have. You might not think about it. So places like department stores like Kohl's, I don't know if JCPenney has like a toy section, grocery stores, Meijer, Walmart, obviously the craft stores, anywhere that you go in there, go to the toy section and just see what you can find. So Kohl's has something called Kohl's Cares for Kids, where they make books and then they have the stuffed animal come out with the books. So I was at the local Kohl's, and in the front section they had all of the books that were coming out, and they had Lyle Crocodile. So I picked up a crocodile. I'm gonna turn him, all these I'm gonna turn into loveys, you guys. So he was $5. And then they had the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and he is kind of big and his head is big, but I think this is gonna be just fine for a lovey. And someone will recognize him and wanna purchase him. So he was also $5. Now, not all of the Kohl's Cares for Kids stuffed animals are $5. Some of them are $10. I didn't buy any of the ones that were $10. So I got this guy. Oh my gosh. This is the Grumpy Monkey. And he is so grumpy and so adorable. And he's really soft and he's so cool. So I got a Grumpy Monkey. He was $5. And then I should have gotten more because he's so cool. This one is Paddington Bear, and he was on clearance for $3.50. So there was only one of them, so I picked up one of him. And then in that area, you guys, I guess the lady said they were getting ready to do inventory because they had these Easter books, these Easter stuffed animals, and they were on clearance for, oh, let me see. They were on clearance for $3.50. No, I'm sorry, $6.30 were these two. So I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna turn them into a lovey, and then I'm gonna have the books, and whoever buys the lovey will get the book to go with it. So so adorable. It looks like Thumper, but it's not Thumper, I don't think. And this one is just a little sheep. And they are kind of big, but they come with a book, and I thought that these were so stinking cute. So that was what I got at Kohl's. That's all the shopping I did. So now I'm gonna show you the bees that I made and the whole, you know, why I needed to buy the black yarn, because I had to make so many bees. So the reason I was at Kohl's is my friend who works at Kohl's ordered 12 bees from me for her daughter's baby shower that's coming up. And she told me about this like 2 months ago, and I just finally brought them over there to her and made them. So let me get the bees, hang on. All right, you guys, so I would tell you that the pattern that I use for my bees that I make is from a YouTube tutorial. Her name is Katie, it's called Katie Being Creative, and it's called the Amigurumi Bee. I believe she makes it in 4-weight yarn or 5-weight yarn, and she uses a smaller hook, but we all know that when I make amigurumi, I'm not using a small hook. So I'll just show you really quick. Bernat Baby Blanket White is what I used for the wings. So there was one full one. I don't think that these were full when I started, you guys, but here's one empty ball band. And let me see if there's any more. No, that one's black. So I have one empty ball band, and then I have like half a ball left of this. So I can make more bees. I have the white to do it. So then the color that I used for her bees is this one right here. So these are my little bees, and they do not have stingers. And I can get 8 full bumblebees from the yellow out of one ball of Bernat blanket yarn. So the color on this one was called Pale Marigold, and I used 2 full balls of Pale Marigold. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these because she bought 12. So there must have been an extra ball of yarn somewhere. So yeah, I only have 5 of this color left from those balls of yarn. The black that I used was just called Cowl, which is what I was just showing you. And then I had another ball of Bernat Blanket Sparkle, and this is called Golden Sparkle. And I decided to make more bees since I was already making bees. So I'll show you, so yeah, I'll show you those. They all look the same. So I got 1, 2, and their wings are a little wonky, but that's because they've been in a bag. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I had 7 bees out of this one, and I didn't think I could get another one out of what was left here. So I just made 7. Now, what I do when I make the bees is I make all the bodies first. So listen, you guys, there was like 24 bodies, bee bodies sitting in the room. And then I made all the wings. And the way I make my wings is a little bit different than she does in the tutorial. So I make all of these. I made 24. I made 24 of these. And then on the second one, I did not finish it off. I connected them before I finished it off, and then I sewed them onto the actual bee. So I think these are really, really cool. I know you can't see the sparkle, but I think they're adorable, and they're really good sellers for me at my craft fair. So I actually made 24 bees, but I only have 12 here because, or 13 or whatever it is, because I sold the other 12 to her. She got them 2 days ago, I think. So that's it for the bees. We're gonna see how well these sell at my craft fair to see if I need to make any more. Yeah, so that's it for the bees. So the last thing I'm gonna show you guys is actually something I pre-recorded, and it is water bottle holders that I learned about from Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations. So I'm gonna insert that clip here so you can see. I've had these for like the past 2 or 3 craft fairs. I just never had a chance to show you guys. So here's the clip on the water bottle holders. Hey guys, it is Rose from the past. Hopefully you guys are doing good. So I am coming on here. It's the week of August 1st at somewhere in there. I think it's Thursday. And I wanted to film this video so I could show you some stuff that is going to be for sale in my craft fair, which is coming up this Saturday. And I just don't have time to make a regular yarn yakking video because this is like a lot of stuff. I think this is the 6th video I'm making tonight so that I can insert them in future yarn yakking videos, which is what you're watching right now. Okay, so this final one that I'm going to show you, or I guess if you've never seen any of them before, this might be the first one that you're seeing. This is actually a water bottle holder, and the pattern is courtesy of Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations. So I am going to link Lisa down below in the description box. I don't know what video she actually put this pattern in, but she does explain this pattern. You can always leave a comment in one of her videos if you need to know the pattern. I kind of just was listening to her and wrote it down and then kind of did what I needed to do with it. So I'm going to tell you that I use cotton yarn for this and a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I made a whole bunch before and brought them to my craft fairs, and I actually have the little strip that I hang them on here that I'm going to show you. And then I realized that I should probably have a little bit more variety. So I'm going to show you all the ones that I made recently, and then I will show you all the ones that I made in the past. And I'm going to show you the yarn and everything, I think, for the most part. Okay, so the first one, now I realized that you can, if you have a ball of cotton yarn that has, let me just see, has 120 yards, for the way that I'm doing this, there is enough for a water bottle holder and the strap in the length that I make them. You might, if you want to make the straps longer, you might need more yardage. If you want to make the strap shorter, you might not need as much yardage. But I'm going to show you the ones that I've made, and then I'll show you the yarn and approximately how much I had to use. So this is the first one right here. So there is the water bottle part, and then there is the strap. And I did try a couple different ways of doing the straps. Like I tried to go like this way and make the strap and then crochet back and forth. But I found after a while that this was the easier way to do it, was just, I believe it's half double crochets. And you can watch Lisa and she might do it differently, and you might find a different way to do it also. But this is the way that I decided to do mine. So, you know what, let me get a water bottle and I'll show you how it works. Hang on. Okay, so this is just a regular, I don't even know how many ounces, 16-ounce water bottle. I don't promote anyone. I'm not going to even show you the brand. Anyway, so here is a water bottle. You can probably fit bigger ones in here because it'll stretch. But there is plenty of room in there. So I don't know if you guys can see, this is where the top of the water bottle is, and there's still room. So if people have taller water bottles, they will still fit in here. And then I wanted to make the strap long enough so that I could do a crossbody like this. And that way it wouldn't just be sitting on my shoulder and falling off my shoulder. So I did the straps long enough, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it, long enough so that I could do a crossbody on it. So, so I made a whole bunch of these, you guys. Here, let me get this water bottle out of here. And I'm gonna show you the yarn I used for that one is Lily Sugar and Cream. And the color is called Violet Stripes. I do not know if it is available anymore. I think I had 2 balls of this. Let me see how many yards is in here. Yeah, this one is only 95 yards. So I used a full ball of the Violet Stripes, and then I used a little bit of another one. So I still have, I don't know, maybe enough to do a washcloth out of there. Or I could do like the bottom part of the water bottle and do the strap in a different color. So there is one right there. The next one I did is this red, white, and blue one. I know it looks kind of funky. You can't even really see this design. But I thought, because I have a couple more summer festivals, that I would make something red, white, and blue. So that is this big twist cotton, and it looks like this. And the color on this is called Americana. I can't even read that, you guys. Hold on a second. Multi-America is what that one is called. This one is only 85 cotton, 15 polyester, and it has 96 yards. So I had to use one full one, and then I had to go into another ball so that I could finish it. So there is that one right there. And this one I did the strap the same. So I just did half double crochets all the way across. Okay, this next one here, I think I knew I wasn't going to have enough because I used this peaches and cream stripey, and I might as well leave my glasses on, people. This one is called Spring Blue Stripes, and it has a total of 102 yards. So what I did is I did a little bit of the base because I knew I wasn't going to have enough in this. And this is, I don't even know where this is from, Hirschner's Heritage Cotton. So I took a little bit out of this ball and did the bottom portion. And then the rest of it, I used this peaches and cream stripey. Yes, stripey. So that is this one right here, which I love the colors. I love the handle. I love everything. So there is that one. Then when I was at my last craft fair, I actually sold this one in pink. It is Crafter's Secret, and this one has 120 yards in it, and it is discontinued. And let me see if I can tell you, probably doesn't matter what the color is. The color is just called pink. And I had this much left from one ball of 120 yards. So just so you guys know, you can get, like I said, depending on the size of your handles, you can get an entire water bottle holder. So I made another one of these pink ones because I actually sold one at the last craft fair. I think I talked about that in my last yarn yakking video. Okay, the next one here is called fruit punch. It is Lily Sugar and Cream Fruit Punch, and it has 95 yards in it. So I did an entire ball here, and then I had to take some out of another ball in my stash. So that is this one right here with the handle. I like the colors on that because there's purple in it. All right, the next one is even better. This one is called Jewels, and it's all purples, and I might have to steal this for myself if no one buys it. So one full ball because it was 95 yards. Let's see, 95 yards, and then so I had to cut into another ball just so I could finish that. And there is that one right there. Really pretty purples. I love it, love it, love it. The next one is from this Crafter Secret Cotton, which has 120 yards, and it's called Lemon Lime Twist. So out of 120 yards, I still have that much left over. And this is what that one looks like. And they're stretchy, but they're not that stretchy, you guys, because it's 100% cotton. So I actually, the one that I sold at my last craft fair, the girl bought it so that she could put her phone in there. So that's not a bad idea too. All right, the next one here is this Lily Sugar and Cream, but this was a supersize ball. So this one had 143 yards in it. It's called Earth Ombre. And so I definitely had a lot left over on that one. And I'm not really into these dull colors, but I figured if someone who is more of a neutral person came and wanted something, then this would be perfect for them. And then there is the handle. I thought it looked pretty cool the way it pooled. So there's that one. So I have a stash. This next one is also Hobby Lobby Crafter's Secret. The color is called Yellow Confetti, and this also had 120 yards in it. So I had enough to just use one ball on that one. And it looks kind of weird from afar, but it actually has like purple and pink and teal in there. It's really, really pretty, you guys. And it's not as light as what it's showing up. It's like a golden color. So there is that one right there. And again, I'm not going to put these on the Etsy shop, but if you are interested, just send me an email and let me know. This next one here, I only had one ball of this Crafter Secret Cotton, and it is only 95 yards. It's called Spring Stripe. And so I knew I would not have enough. So I made the bottom with this Crafter Secret, which is called Lime. So I used that for the bottom, which you can see right there. And then that way I knew I would have enough for the handles in the other one, the other color. And I don't think it's that bad. It's not the exact same color green, but man, I love that lime green. Okay, so there's that one. Same thing with this one. I had this ball called Extra Sprinkles of the Crafter Secret Cotton. Again, only 95 yards, so I knew there wouldn't be enough. So I did the bottom in white, which in hindsight probably wasn't the best idea because white gets dirty easy. But for the white, I used this, it says scented, but it's not scented. Lily Sugar and Cream. It says scented, but it doesn't smell like anything, you guys. So there is that one. And it's really, you guys, check that out. I love the colors. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's that one. We're almost done, you guys. I had this ball of Bernat Handicrafter Stripey, which had 130 yards in it. It's called Mustard Blue. So it's got grays and blues and yellows in there. And I had enough to just use that one ball. So there is that one. I don't know, I'm not fond of that one, but again, like I said, I wanted to have something so that people wouldn't, you know, not have an option for neutral colors. Okay, so then the other ones that I made in the past, I had another pink one, which I showed you. I had a purple one called, well, I'll show you that one. The pink one sold, but I just showed you one that I just remade. This purple is called Black Currant. I made a blue one, and I'm gonna show you these in a second, called Bright Blue. That's Peaches and Cream. What is this one? iced mint that looks like this from Crafter's Secret. This one is a solid. It's called Bright Orange, and it had 120 yards, so I only had to use the one. Big Twist. This one is 85 cotton, 15 polyester, and the color is cranberry. This one had 120 yards, so I did not need more than one. And then the last one that I'll show you was from Lily Sugar and Cream Marine Blue, and this is a super size, so I definitely had enough to make one water bottle holder. So I'm going to show you how I display them, which is going to be hard to see. I have these strips that I use, and I hang them from my tent when I do outdoor markets, and I just hang the water bottle holders on them, and that way people can see all the colors. So I have more of these strips, so I will be hanging at least 2 or 3 strips with all of the water bottle holders for the next craft fair. So I'll just show you the colors. There is the purple, there is the blue, there is the, see, I wanted to have a rainbow, the green. I have red, yellow, and orange. And then I did have the pink one, but the pink one sold. So that's why I made the other one. So that's it for the water bottle holders. Let me know what you guys think, if you have a different pattern that you use, because I just used Lisa's pattern and she never even like made a video up. She just talked about it. So you guys go and check out Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations. Okay, so that's all I have. I am gonna bring you back to the present day Rose in this video. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, Rose from the past. Just wanted to come on here and show you some bumblebees that I made, packing these up and getting ready for a craft fair. I will tell you that the pattern that I use for the bumblebees is a YouTube tutorial, and it is by Katie Being Creative, and it's just called an amigurumi bee. Now I know that she uses, I think, 4-weight yarn, maybe, I could be wrong. I use Bernat blanket yarn and a 7mm hook. So the tutorial will be linked down below in the description box. So I just wanted to show you for the black and white, I just use Bernat blanket or Bernat baby blanket. It doesn't really matter to me. It's whatever I find in black and white. The white one is just called white and the black one is called cowl. And I'm gonna show you, I used 4 different colors. The first one I'll show you, and I only made one of these, and I'm not sure why, because it's really pretty sparkly yarn. Bernat blanket, baby blanket sparkle. The color is called Sunshine Sparkle, and you probably can't even see, but it is sparkly. And I'm not sure why I only made one, but I only made one. And there it is. And who was I talking to? I was talking to someone, or someone was mentioning that there is a guy on YouTube named Zach who has a different way of making the wings. And I did try his way of making the wings, and I was not, it wasn't for me. So I went back to making the wings my way. So there is one of them in this sparkly yellow, and I probably should make some more of him. And then this is my favorite color to use with the bees, but I only had enough for one. This is called School Bus Yellow out of this. Don't worry, I bought more. But I only have one of this guy in School Bus Yellow, and his wings are so lopsided, but I don't think anyone's gonna care. Nature is not perfect, right? So I'll just show you, these are my bees. And one of this guy in School Bus Yellow. Then I found this yarn at Michael's on clearance. It is Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles Light. I don't even know if you guys can see it. It was on clearance for $5. The color is called Coral. And I wanted to see how these worked for amigurumi. And it's really soft, but it doesn't seem as thick as the Bernat blanket. But I gave it a try. And I made 3 bees using the Loops and Threads Snuggles Light. I don't know that I would buy more of it, but anyway, I made 3 of them, and I guess I didn't want to make more in different colors because I wasn't sure if someone would want a corally colored bumblebee. But there we go. There are 3 of them. I know people make them in all colors, but I would prefer my bees to be yellow. So anyway, then I had this Bernat blanket, and the color is called Gold. And I believe my friend Paula picked this up for me. And I will show you how many bees I got out. I think I needed to take from another ball of this to finish one of them, but I'll show you. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I got almost 9 bumblebees out of one ball of Bernat blanket in this gold color, which was right here. So I have an order for a dozen bumblebees for middle September, so hopefully I can get going on those soon. But I want to use this color for the bees, which is the school bus yellow. I don't know, I like that one the best. So that's it for the bees, you guys. Talk to you later. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think about the bees. If you have a different pattern that you use. I know someone did tell me about someone named Zach here on YouTube and the way he does his wings. And I did try that on one of them, and I did not like that. I did not like that procedure. So I went back to the way that I was doing them. So bees and water bottle holders, none of these are in my Etsy shop because I need to have enough inventory for my craft fairs. So, but if you are interested in one, you're more than welcome to send me an email and I will create a listing for you, as well as any of the water bottle holders if I still have them. I did sell a couple of them. So that is it. The next time you see me, there will be a wings update. I do have about 7 or 8 packages here now, and we'll probably be picking more up at the post office tomorrow. So thank you so much to everyone who donated for wings. Thank you to anyone who has sent in washcloths. I really appreciate it. And yeah, leave me a comment. I love conversing with you guys in the comment section. It's just really nice to think that I have all of you guys as friends. So that is it. Have a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.